the notorious kidnapping kingpin in Taraba State, and don't finally meet him. He has met his water low. Omo, this information will blow your head up. Kudos to the Nigerian army for this job well done. Please, just share this video. Share this video far and wide.
The weekend, something incredible went down in Taraba State. The Nigerian army troops from Operation Wellstroke were doing their normal patrol and intelligence gathering when they received some very interesting information. Someone tipped them off that John Gatta's wife was traveling from Amadu village and she was passing through several towns including Wukari, Kiado and Zaki Biam, heading all the way to Boko. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so what? Why should we care about someone's wife traveling? Listen to this. The military had intelligence that suggested this woman might lead them to something big. So what did they do? They quickly set up what they call a snap roadblock at Zaki Biam. It's basically an unexpected checkpoint that criminals don't see coming. And guess what? They successfully stopped her without any drama, no shooting, no violence, just a clean interception. But here's where this story gets absolutely crazy. After they stopped her, she actually cooperated with the soldiers. Can you imagine? She agreed to take them to her husband's secret location. Now, whether she did this willingly or she had no choice, we don't know for sure. But what matters is what happened next. She led the troops straight to Amadu village in Takum local government area. And my friends, what they found there was absolutely mind-blowing. The soldiers discovered a full arsenal. I'm talking about 13 AK-47 rifles. That's not one, not two, but 13 military-grade weapons. They also found 38 magazines for these rifles, and wait for it, 690 rounds of ammunition. That's almost 700 bullets that could have been used to harm innocent people. And if that wasn't enough, they also recovered 4 hand grenades. Just take a moment and think about the kind of damage that could have been done with all these weapons. The military didn't waste any time. They destroyed the entire facility so it can never be used again. If you are enjoying this story so far, please don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and family. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss updates like this. Now, let me tell you who John Gatta really is, because some of you might be hearing this name for the first time. This man is not your regular criminal. John Gatta, whose full name is Veyo John Gatta, has been giving security agencies serious headaches for years. He's been operating across southern Taraba and parts of Benue State, and his activities include kidnapping people for ransom, armed robbery, and attacking innocent communities. Let me paint a picture for you. Back in November 2024, the army arrested 12 of his gang members. When these criminals were questioned, they all confessed that John Gatta was their boss, their leader. They revealed shocking details about how he operates. This man would target local communities and sometimes even try to shut down entire markets by creating fear through violence. Can you imagine going to the market to buy food and being scared because of one criminal? But wait, there's more. In June last year, soldiers raided one of his hideouts in a place called Mande Atsega. What they found there was like something from a horror movie. They discovered a building with 4 detention cells where kidnapped victims were kept while waiting for their families to pay ransom. But the most disturbing part was that they found a shrine with a human skull. This means John Gatta and his gang were not just criminals, they were also involved in some dark ritualistic practices. This is the kind of person we're dealing with here. For years, this man has been terrorizing families, destroying lives, and making people live in constant fear. Farmers couldn't go to their farms, traders were afraid to travel with their goods, parents were worried sick about their children's safety. The psychological damage this has caused in these communities is something we cannot even measure. Now, here's something you need to understand. This latest operation is not happening in isolation. The Nigerian army has been working really hard in Taraba State. Just last month, in November, they arrested another kidnapping kingpin called Alhaji Abubakar Bawa. In December, they got another criminal named Fidelis Gayama, who was connected to a notorious armed group leader called Akadogo. Do you see the pattern here? The military is not just sitting around. They're actively hunting down these criminals one by one, dismantling their networks and making our communities safer. What this shows us is that when security agencies get good intelligence and proper support, they can actually make a real difference. Every weapon recovered, every hideout destroyed, every criminal arrested means fewer threats to innocent Nigerians who just want to live their lives in peace. Before I continue, let me ask you a question. Do you think operations like this are enough to bring lasting peace to our communities? I want you to drop your answers in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now because we bring you the most important news stories happening in Nigeria. Now, even though John Gatta himself is still out there somewhere, probably hiding and scared because his weapons are gone and his network is falling apart, this operation has seriously weakened him. Think about it. Without his arsenal, without his weapons, how can he continue to threaten people? His power came from fear, and that fear came from the weapons he had. Now that those weapons are gone, his ability to terrorize communities has been drastically reduced. The communities in Taraba and Benue are finally beginning to see some hope. For the first time in years, people are starting to feel like maybe, just maybe, they can live normal lives again. Maybe farmers can go back to their farms without fear. Maybe children can go to school without their parents worrying if they'll come back home safely. Maybe market women can travel to sell their goods without looking over their shoulders. But here's the truth we all need to accept. Military operations alone cannot solve all our security problems. We need a bigger approach. We need to address why people turn to crime in the first place. We need to create more jobs so young people have something better to do than join criminal gangs. We need stronger community policing where neighbors look out for each other. We need better intelligence gathering where citizens feel safe to report suspicious activities to the authorities. This is where you come in. Yes, you watching this video right now. Security is not just the job of soldiers and police, it's everyone's responsibility. If you see something suspicious in your community, report it to the proper authorities. The success of this operation happened because someone gave the military good information. Imagine if more people did the same thing. Imagine how much safer our country would be. Let me tell you something that really stands out in this story. The fact that they set up that snap roadblock shows the importance of good strategy. They didn't just rush into action. They planned it carefully, they waited at the right spot, and they executed it perfectly without any casualties. This is the kind of smart policing we need more of in Nigeria. And can we talk about how the discovery of this arsenal probably prevented so many future attacks? Those 13 AK-47 rifles, those 690 bullets, those 4 grenades, all of them were meant to harm people. Families that might have lost loved ones have been saved. Communities that might have been attacked are now safer. This is a huge win for everyone. I want you to think about the families who have lost people to John Gatta's activities over the years. Think about the mothers who cried for their kidnapped children. Think about the husbands and wives who had to sell everything they owned to pay ransom. Think about the trauma that people in these communities have endured. This operation is not just about recovering weapons. It's about justice. It's about giving hope